Well guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video. It's going to be another game pickups video. So I got a nice little bundle here, 5 PlayStation 4 games and a single PS2 game. 2 of the PlayStation 4 games are rebuys, games I had back in the day, and obviously sold the one because I was basically done all I wanted to do in the games at the time, just to obviously rebuy them later on down the line at a cheaper price. So yeah, first we'll get those ones first because I have talked about them, in the past. So yeah, for £10 I got Resident Evil Origins Collection, which obviously features Resident Evil Remake and Resident Evil Zero. 2 games that run obviously the GameCube back in the day, but obviously now you can get it for the PlayStation or your Xbox. See, it comes with disc, no papers or anything. Disc is, yep, pretty much mint condition. Can't complain about that at all. So yeah, on rebuying this, I've played through Resident Evil Remake about 6 times, I think, and I got the Platinum Trophy. Yeah, I really enjoyed Resident Evil Remake. It's very, it feels like the original, but you've got obviously like more areas. They do like some different things with the game, which is really cool. Obviously I love the game, the way the game looks. It looks phenomenal with the atmosphere in the game. Just the way the game looks absolutely brilliant. Amazing atmosphere. Amazing what they do with the shadows and things, like very good. Also like new monsters that weren't in the original game, like Lisa the monster, which is really cool. Some creepy like hunchback girl with like chains and weird faces and stuff, very creepy. But I do love how they added that to the game, and I love the Crimson Heads. They're terrifying. Basically a fast version of zombies with like kind of like steam coming out of their mouth and like big claws. So basically a zombie but a faster version. So yeah, I really like that. Very cool how they added that to the game. And yeah, so basically I had to play through the game at least twice with Jill and at least twice with Chris, basically to unlock costumes. Played through it on easy mode to like beat the game in under 3 hours because I just wanted to get that done. And the beat is about 2 hours 40 or something. So yeah, I had quite a decent amount of time to spare. Played through the game, I think, is it without healing or without using first aid sprays or something. Did that on easy, and obviously like no saving as well. Did that on easy as well. There's the invisible enemy mode, which is weird playing through the game with invisible enemies because like they're there, but you can't see them obviously, which is very strange. You have to kind of like know like the enemy placement quite well. And like there's like the real survivor, which if you leave an item in like an item box, it'll basically stay in that item box. Like the item boxes like don't like continue over, so you have to like decide what you want to leave behind in like certain item boxes. That was an interesting thing. It was a little bit annoying, but it was still kind of cool. Like it was definitely like a different experience. So yeah, Resident Evil Remake, love it. Absolutely fantastic game. I tried to play through Resident Evil Zero again because I have played through it before once and had an absolute terrible time with the game. And yeah, I'm still not a big fan of Resident Evil Zero. I don't like swapping between Rebecca and Billy. It's very annoying, and I don't like the fact that there's no item boxes in the game. You have to like drop items all over the place rather than put in an item box, which I really don't like. I don't really know why they went with that. Like that idea, it's just very strange. So yeah, Resident Evil Zero is not really for me. I just don't really like it too much. I find the game quite annoying, which is a shame because I like Billy. Billy's a badass. I like Rebecca. I like her design in these games. Rebecca, she looks really cute, but yeah, I like the dialogue between Rebecca and Billy because obviously they don't get along at first, but as the game goes on, they start to like trust each other more. So yeah, I like the characters, but I just don't like Zero. It's annoying. And the next one I think I got for about £5.20, Alien Isolation, which in my opinion very good game. About halfway through this game, and yeah, it's just as good and enjoyable as I remember it. I actually forgot how boring like the first like 20 minutes to half an hour like the game is, because you're just like walking around, really just getting used to the game. It's like a walking simulator at the beginning until like the alien starts chasing you. See, that comes complete as well. And oh, I've got a fingerprint on there. That must have been me. Because obviously when I get games I always like clean the fingerprints off, so that must have been me. But yeah, really enjoying it. Like I say, about halfway through this game on hard mode, and yeah, it's quite challenging. Like I don't really know how like hard mode compares to like normal, because I'm sure I played it through it on normal when I first got the game, I guess just like take more damage maybe from like the humans and like the androids, because basically the alien kills you in one shot no matter what difficulty you play on. But yeah, it's very good. Like I don't like the obviously there's not a lot of combat. Like you do fight like humans and androids now and again, but mostly you're just like hiding from the alien. So it's like a hide and seek game with the alien, which is good. The alien's great. Like I love the alien in the game. Like it feels very unpredictable. Like you don't really know where the alien's gonna like come out. You can hear it going around in events and things, and you can always hear it in the background, but you don't know if it's gonna come after you. You have to be really quite quiet. Try not to make too much noise, or it'll come after you, and you might have to hide behind a table or something. So yeah, really, really good. I love it. Great game. So yeah, this was a game I got probably like a few months ago now. It's been quite a while, and it was the Dark Pictures Anthology, Little Hope. So I keep looking at the mirror because my view, like my like focus on this phone's really strange. Like it looks really like out of focus. I don't know whether it's the mirror, but I need to like try and just look at the camera, forget about bloody the focus and things. But yeah, £8 I got this. So this is like a 1 in 3 game. This is the second game I think in the trilogy, but apparently you can play them in any order. Which is very kind of concerned about at first because obviously I didn't want to play them out of order. But yeah, you play them in any order. The first one's Man of Medan, which takes place in a ship, and I think the third one's something about ashes or something. I don't really know much about that one. But yeah, this comes with disc and whatever that is. But I think this was very good condition as well. Again, fingerprints. That must be me. But you see, yeah, I've played through this once. It's actually a really short game. Like, you know, it's obviously kind of like your Until Dawns or your like Heavy Rains, where you make all these choices, and whatever choices you make can affect the outcome of the game. Basically, all your characters can die. Basically. So yeah, like a 5-6 hour game. It wasn't too long. I don't know. Like for me, I think the game was okay. Like I didn't really connect with too many of the characters. Games like Until Dawn, Heavy Rain, I love all the characters you play as. But yeah, for me, I thought the characters in this were okay, just not that great. I mean, it is kind of unfair to compare it to Heavy Rain and Until Dawn. I was gonna say Heavy Dawn, but yeah, Heavy Rain and Until Dawn. It's kind of unfair to compare it to those because those are like amazing games. Like, but yeah, I'm actually doing quite well until at the end of the game where I got like 3 characters killed and ended up finishing the game with like 2 characters surviving. Andrew and the other girl, like the older girl. Yeah, I liked the professor guy. I think he was quite good, and I liked Andrew. Andrew was probably the most like entertaining character, probably the one with the most character to him. Probably. I didn't like the young girl. I thought she was very like full of herself. I thought she was a bit of a douche, and like was it her boyfriend? I thought he was a little bit of a douche, but he was kind of funny at the same time. I kind of liked him. So yeah, Andrew survived, and the student, whatever her name was, the older woman. Yeah, probably 2 of the best cards. Like I said, I would have liked the professor guy to survive because he was quite like a likable character. But yeah, I thought the game was okay. Like I'm probably gonna sell this. I don't really fancy like playing for it again. Even if it does have like multiple endings, I just don't have the urge to play for it again. Like I say, it was a good enough game, but I just don't have the urge to play for it again. It just wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. It's still okay though. Another shop purchase, which I got basically a couple of days ago, and it is a CTR Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled for £15. Like, a decent enough price, not too bad. Obviously, this game it's dropping in price. You can get it for about £16-17 on eBay, so it is definitely dropping. I thought now was finally the time to like get the game. And that comes with disc and whatever that is. Digital content, Electron skins, PlayStation themed cart sticker pack. Oh, your gubbins. Probably the code's been used. I'm not really that bothered to be honest about skins. So yeah, like big fan of like CTR back in the day on the PlayStation 1. Very, very good. Not played it for about probably 5 years. It's actually been quite a while since I played that. And obviously this game got a lot of praise, like people were absolutely loving it. And I've got to be honest, guys, this game's really frustrating. Like, wow. Like, I heard it was weird, like difficulty was kind of weird in this game. I did start on medium, like the adventure mode. And oh my god, it was kicking my ass. Like, that sewer level took me like at least 10 times to get through. This game's so damn challenging. And I experimented, I put it on easy, and for me it was too easy. So it's got that weird aspect where easy's too easy but normal's too hard. How you mess up the difficulty with this game, I really don't know. It's just really, really strange. And to be honest, because I'm not really a big fan of the drifting in this game. I think the drifting's just really annoying. It's really finicky. Like, I just don't really like drifting in this game that much. Like, it took me a while to get used to it. I'm getting used to it like a little bit more now. Basically just beat Papu, who again was an absolute nightmare. He's usually like a jobber in every game, but yeah, Papu was kicking my ass in this game. So yeah, like actually, to be honest, guys, it might be like a unpopular opinion, but I prefer like the Sonic racing games. I find the drift in those games a lot more enjoyable. I find the drift in this kind of annoying, and it kind of puts me off the game because you have to get good at drift, or you're not going to get far in this game on like medium. So I don't want to think about how difficult it is online to play, because I'm sure people are absolutely amazing in this game once you conquer that drifting. But I do like the adventure mode, how you can like swap characters, because obviously in the original game you have a character you choose at the beginning and you're stuck with that character for the whole adventure mode. And this you can like obviously swap your characters and things, which I really, really like. Unlock like different skins for your characters and like different carts and things. Like, I like that aspect of the game, but for me it's just really annoying. Like, honestly, like one of the most frustrating kart racing games I've played, you know? Wow. Like, I even looked it up online and people were saying get good in the forums. Very informative, very, very helpful. I hate it when people like tell people to get good, like it's not helping. So yeah, like I will like continue with the game and play through it, but it's so frustrating. Like, I honestly would say I prefer the Sonic racing games, in fairness. Even Team Sonic Racing, even though it's a little bit lacking in content, I still absolutely love Team Sonic Racing. It was a lot of fun. And this game I got for, I think it was about £11.50. And a game I've actually been wanting for a while. Maneater. So yeah, I did like Jaws Unleashed back in the day. I think it was a good game. It did have some annoying parts, Jaws Unleashed, where you had to like pick up barrels and like throw them at like buildings and things. I didn't really like. I thought that was kind of annoying. I just wanted to like chomp things up. Yeah, look, you can see my code for that. Tiger skin. I'm guessing it's probably already been used. But yeah, it comes with that. Disc is very, very good. And I've got to say about CTR, the disc's very good condition with that as well. Yeah, Maneater, I'm actually on the final area of this game. And I've got to say, yeah, this is actually a pretty fun game. Like, it shouldn't be as good as it is, because you're just going around the shark, like, eating loads of things. It should get repetitive, but for some reason it's just, for me, it's a lot of fun. Like, I'm having a lot of fun with this game. Very difficult, like, to begin with. Like, I was getting absolutely, like, munched by, like, alligators at the beginning of the game, because, like, you're just, like, going around, because you, like, start off as, like, a smaller shark, and as, like, the game goes on, basically, you get bigger and bigger until you become, like, a mega shark, which I currently am. I've maxed out my shark to level 30, and, yeah, just about coming up to, like, the final boss. And there's like loads of collectibles in this game, which I think I'm going to probably go for, try and get the platinum trophy for this game, because it doesn't really seem like too difficult to get. Just be a little bit time consuming, but yeah, I'm really enjoying this. It feels like it looks like Dead Island with the character models and things. They look like Dead Island. Basically love how the underwater looks. It looks really, really good. I'm always a sucker for underwater like section games. Usually they can be kind of annoying, like your Tomb Raiders and your Crash Bandicoots. Underwater levels are usually annoying. But I do love the way they look, like visually, they're always very, very nice to look at. So yeah, like, at the beginning you're playing as like a big shark, it's like the tutorial level, like a female shark, and basically you get caught by like the main enemy in this game, Scaly Pete, who's quite an entertaining villain in this game. Yeah, he basically kills you, and like the mother shark's basically pregnant, basically cuts the shark open and rips out the baby shark basically, and like he kind of like marks you, and you end up like cutting his hand off, and you end up going back in the water. So that's where you play as the female shark, like the baby shark, and it's basically like a story about revenge. How you're basically this baby shark, and you get bigger and bigger as the game goes on, and you have to get revenge on Scaly Pete for basically killing your mother. So it was an interesting like premise of the game. It's all been a bit disturbing to be honest at the beginning. Quite brutal, but yeah, I'd say I'm really enjoying this game. I think it's a hell of a lot of fun. Like I say, it shouldn't be as fun as what it is, but it is a lot of fun. Just going around munching a load of like underwater creatures and like humans and things. And next PS2 game I got, which I'm really happy to get this one, because this game's went up in price like massively. So I'm very happy to get it as cheap as what I have, and it is a Cold Fear. As my focus goes weird again. I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, I got this one for £10. Again, I don't know if you can see it because of the stupid autofocus thing. But yeah, this game seems to be fetching like £18 sometimes on eBay. It's absolutely crazy. Comes complete with manual. And I believe was, yeah, a few minor marks, but overall not too bad at all for a PS2 game. It's actually not bad. So yeah, like I think this game's like pretty damn good. I've played through it, and yeah, I thought it was quite good. Like I like the beginning of the game more than the rest of the game, because the beginning of the game you're basically on a ship, and I love like the water effects because you're on a ship in like a storm, and obviously like the ship's like rocking and things, which is really cool. I love that like feature of the game. And like the waves like come in, like go flying on the ship, and can like basically like stun you for a little while. So that's really cool. Like I love that aesthetic to the game. And yeah, it's actually, I thought it'd be more survival horror than what it is. Kind of like feels like a survival horror kind of game, but there's a lot of action in the game. I think it's more like a horror action game than a survival horror game. For me personally, because I feel like you were never really lacking in ammo in the game, because you kill enemies and enemies drop ammo, so you always have loads of ammo in this game. Yeah, it takes place in, I think it's Russia. So you'll have all like the Russian accents and that in the game. It's really cool. Basically plays a coast guard, and yeah, you have to like rescue this girl. I think you have to go on the ship because they like lost communication with the people on the ship. So you go on the ship and you rescue the girl, and yeah, say the first part is basically on the ship, and then as the game goes on, you go into like laboratories and things, which are still okay, but I preferred on the ship because that was just, for me, it was really cool in the storm and that. It was just, I loved the feeling in it, the way it felt. But yeah, I think the game's really good. Like it's kind of glitchy at times. Like I got 3 glitches in this game. One where I went into a room and the room was like totally dark. Like it's quite a dark game as it is because of like the atmosphere and things. You've got like your little flashlight and things. But yeah, the room was like totally dark. Like the room hadn't loaded or something. But I ended up managing to get out of the room, but I had quite a struggle because I just couldn't see anything because it was just totally glitched. And there was a room that was kind of like, I think it was like the communication room of like the ship. I actually went through the wall and died. And I loaded my save and I went into that room again and I went through the exact same wall. I tested it because I was basically like spamming the wall trying to see if it was like ammo or like key items or things. But yeah, you end up going through the wall. So it's a glitched wall. So that was weird. And I got to this room with like a ramp, and I went up the ramp and I kind of went off to the side too much, and I guess I was supposed to maybe fall off the ramp, but I didn't fall off the ramp. I was kind of like stuck in midair, which was weird. I was kind of like spread out like that, my character with his arms out. like he was, I don't know, asking for forgiveness or something. I don't want to know. But he had his arms out. You could like change like his weapon and things, but he was basically like stuck to that spot, like floating in midair. So yeah, I had to like obviously reload my state. So yeah, that was weird. Oh, some glitches with the game. I did feel like the ending of the game was kind of rushed. I don't know maybe if they're running out of time with the game in the end, but yeah, it did feel a bit rushed. The final boss wasn't anything like too special. I think there's only like one boss fight in the whole game, the final boss. There was like fights that felt like boss fights, but then they started adding those as like normal enemies. So really just one boss fight, like the final boss. But I do like it. Like say, happy to pay £10 for it rather than bloody like £18. Best to get it like now, while it's still cheap, because like survival horror games just, or horror games in general, just seem to go up in price like really like mad, like really like rapidly now. I don't know what's going on. Like Haunting Grounds like £70 now, and like the Silent Hill games are obviously going up in price. So yeah, you have to try and get them now before they go up to like crazy amounts of money. But anyway, guys, yeah, that is it for my pickups video. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Let me know what you think of any of these games. Again, sorry I've not made a video in like quite a while. Hopefully, again, I've came across okay. I'm stumbling across my words at times because it's really easy to get out of habit. So like making videos, like it's just crazy. Like if you don't make a video for even like a few weeks or even a week, it just feels a bit, can make you feel a little bit rusty. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. It's actually getting quite sunny out there. So anyway, guys, yeah, I'll catch you all in the next video. See you guys. Thanks for watching.